Hey everybody, it's Henry Becker with Lighthouse Wealth Management, and in this quick video we're going to have a new format. The format being picture-in-picture, where I will stay in the picture as I go through slide deck. So let's just move right into it. Still there, how you doing? What we're seeing here is the topic is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. For the remainder of the video I'm just going to call it the Dow Jones. But Charles Dow and two partners began the Dow Jones Industrial Average Index in 1896 with 12 companies. Those 12 companies as components, I'll bring up a few here as we talk. I think most people would agree when we look at the list, this is just part of the list, but all of them are material or industrial-oriented companies. We even recognize ones like General Electric and Uniroyal, as we have here. But by 1928, right before the Great Depression, the Dow Jones expanded to 30 stocks. Companies like Bethlehem Steel, Mack Trucks, General Motors, again, Texaco. But then we begin seeing non-industrial companies like Paramount Publix Group Corp. This is Paramount Pictures, but they also own some theaters as well at that time. We have Sears, Woolworth, and Postum, which became General Foods, which was bought by Philip Morris at his Kraft. But the bottom line is, of the 30, we're starting to see some of the companies in the index moving away from being industrial or materials oriented. Through the war years, there were some changes and additions, quite a few actually, but by 1959, the index more or less stayed the same until 1976. And we had companies like General Motors, GE, but we started to see non-industrial but more technology-oriented companies come in, like IBM. And then we saw we're starting to see companies that as we look at them now, they're gone from the index, like Bethlehem Steel, Eastman Kodak, Westinghouse. Sears is almost gone, getting close. Then we have 1990. Things start to really look different for the index. We have companies come in like McDonald's, Coca-Cola, American Express, Merck, which is pharmaceuticals. Again, we already talked about IBM. 2000, though, is where the real shift starts to take place. In addition to the ones we just saw, we saw Walt Disney, Home Depot, Walmart, Citigroup, JP Morgan, Hewlett Packard, Intel, and Microsoft. So we're starting to see tech coming into the industrial average. And then as of the end of 2018, we only have a few left of the truly industrial or materials-oriented companies like 3M, Boeing, United Technologies, DuPont, which has come on and off the index a few times just because the company DuPont has changed a number of times. But as we look at the index today, we have 5 tech companies led by Apple, Microsoft, and Cisco. We have 5 healthcare companies, J&J, Walgreens, Merck. We have 5 finance companies, Visa, which toes the line between being tech and finance, but for the most part it's finance, with Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan. And then we have a smattering of other companies like Disney, Nike, Walmart, Home Depot, and so forth. So the bottom line is the index itself is changing a lot, or has changed a lot, as the economy has. We're not as big a manufacturer as we were in 1970, and definitely not as much as we were in the 1920s. We are more tech-oriented. So the Dow Jones Industrial Average is less industrial now and more consumer tech-oriented than it's ever been. So I just thought this was an interesting view or an interesting look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average because it's quoted so much, but the meaning behind it is really changed a lot, at least as it ties to the economy. So hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you have any questions or issues or concerns, feel free to reach out. And with that, I'll say happy holidays, and we'll see you next month.